was a nice spring day across Hampton Roads, but tomorrow you will find that winter is making a brief comeback. Evidence here with the details on a potentially messy weekend.
That's right. It's like having an argument with somebody and then they come back in and another thing. I think winter is doing that to us because it does look like another taste of some wintry weather for parts of Hampton Roads. We've already got some rain out there, still mild. Temperatures are in the mid-60s, sort of the advancing edge of this next system that's developing off towards the west, and it's really coming together in two parts. We've got a cold front right through here that'll be dropping in during the day tomorrow, and we've got an area of low pressure that'll develop and right along it, so we've got a lot of moisture to deal with, and then we've got that cold air that'll be sliding in as well, and both of those are going to come together right across Hampton Roads through the day tomorrow. I mentioned the warm temperatures still in the 60s, 64 degrees in Norfolk, 63 Currituck, 61 in Melfa, and 61 back in Wakefield. But as those two systems come together, we're looking at a mild start to the day. Soaking rain in the morning, maybe even a thunderstorm. Could pick up an inch to an inch and a half of rain. Then the colder air surges south through the day, meaning temperatures will fall. And that means that the rain could mix with some sleet and wet snow, which could lead to some minor accumulations north and west. So timing your day out, starting off in the 50s, look at those temperatures falling, and by the evening, that's when I think we could see a little bit of mix working into parts of Hampton Roads. When I come back, I'll time everything out with Futurecast. We'll go hour by hour, let you know what to expect through the day Saturday, and if Sunday is going to be a nasty day as well. That's all coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Evan. A 7-Eleven clerk was hit several times in the head with a gun while getting robbed today in Norfolk. Police are looking for the suspected robber, and they released these surveillance videos. We're told the man in these pictures robbed a clerk at the store on Bush Street around 5 a.m. The man repeatedly struck the clerk in the head with a gun, then took off. We are told the clerk will be okay. If you recognize this man, call the crime line. Local motorcyclists are trying to spread the word about sharing the road. There have been a number of motorcycle crashes recently. Just today, a man was seriously injured in a crash on Newtown Road in Norfolk. Police say charges are pending against the driver. Reporter Megan Perrier found out why improving safety is personal for some motorcycle enthusiasts.
Regina, bikers in Hampton Roads are a close-knit community, and they're working to put new laws on the books for motorcyclists as they remember one of their own.
It's hard for me to talk about Kevin, being that it's only been a year.
Wendy D's best friend Kevin Ryder passed away 1 year ago in an off-duty motorcycle accident.
Kevin was the brother, the uncle, the father, the police officer that you would want to come help you in an emergency.
The Newport News Police Department described the over 20-year veteran as a gentle giant, a big man with an even bigger heart. Since his death, Dee's been working with the biker community to bring change for riders.
I myself, my motorcycle's black. I wear a black leather jacket, so at night it's hard to see me. So with the lights on the motorcycle, it's easier for other cars to see you.
Dee's been working with lawyer Elizabeth Sorrell on House Bill 1464.
The governor signed it today, and that bill is going to allow for red and amber lights on the side of your motorcycle, which allows us to be more visible. That will go into effect July 1st.
Sorrell says the bill was necessary since DMV numbers show motorcycle fatalities were up in 2017.
We had 107 fatalities this year. That was, I believe there were 72 last year. So that's quite a big difference, and so we want to be seen. We want other motorists, people in vehicles, to look for the single light, not the double.
Sorrell says Dee's done everything in the name of Kevin.
She's worked very hard to bring motorcycle awareness and to memorialize the day.
Dee has organized a fundraiser in Kevin's honor for Sunday, and she says he will be there in spirit.
I just picture him smiling down on us with that beautiful, happy smile of his.
The fundraiser will be at Quaker Steak and Lube on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and all are welcome to join. In the studio, Megan Perrier, 13 News Now.
A Hampton woman is facing animal cruelty charges after authorities found 29 cats at a home. Animal control officers were called to Sweet Gum Place today. They say the cats appeared malnourished. 34-year-old Emily Wright is charged with 29 counts of felony cruelty to animals, failure to vaccinate rabies for rabies, and not having cat licenses. The animals were taken to a shelter. They will undergo testing to determine if they can be adopted. This process will take several weeks. A dangerous lesson for a child in Virginia Beach. Fire officials tell us a child playing with fire caused a 2-alarm fire that killed a cat. We first told you about this last night. 2 neighboring houses on Grant Avenue caught fire. The flames were so intense, fire officials called for a second alarm. No one was hurt, but 1 cat died. The other ran off, and 2 others are missing. The families living in both houses have to find somewhere else to stay because of the heavy damage. Now, if you have an EZPass, you'll want to check your bank statements. Dozens of people say they have been overcharged. Some of the accounts show charges totaling hundreds of dollars. Karina Bolster reports a software glitch on the EZPass website led to these mistaken charges.
Kept giving me an error message, and I went, okay, fine, I'll do it later. Finally got it to take $30. Thought everything was great. Next day I noticed that they had charged me $30, $30, $30 for about 5 different times.
Shannon Brooks says she contacted EZPass customer service Monday after seeing those withdrawals from her account.
Said, yes, we know there's a computer error. We're working on it. We're going to get you your money back. Don't worry about it.
Fast forward 3 days when her sister called her about some unusual charges from EZPass in their joint account.
I opened up my bank account to find that they had EZPassed me to about $800 at this point.
Brooks isn't alone. Sean Evans also says he was overcharged. The ride-sharing driver originally tried loading $20 to his EZPass Saturday, but he says it didn't work. However, his bank statement shows otherwise.
They took the $20 off my card and also another $35.60 off my card after that.
Evans says he didn't authorize the $35 withdrawal when he talked to customer service. He's now frustrated because it's affected him financially.
They put my debit card in the negative, so that's going to be a fee that I'm going to have to pay on top of that. They also told me it would be 3 to 5 business days after they get the technical difficulty fixed for me to receive my money.
And so far?
And so far, nothing.
Evans is now offering this advice to others.
Check their bank accounts and check your EZPass account and make sure your money was put on there.
A VDOT spokesperson says the issue happened over the past weekend. If you notice any problems with your account, call EZPass customer service. Facebook is still struggling to regain trust in the social media world. Tonight, we learned Facebook has been secretly deleting some messages that CEO Mark Zuckerberg sent through its Messenger application. Facebook says it began erasing the messages of Zuckerberg and a few other top executives in 2014 after hackers released disparaging emails from Sony Pictures executives. Most Facebook users cannot automatically delete texts, but Facebook says it plans to change that and make this an option for everyone. Well, the mayor of Portsmouth says small businesses are part of the reason the city is thriving. Mayor John Rowe addressed lawmakers and other city leaders today to discuss the state of the city. Reporter Jacqueline Lee has more on what the mayor wants to accomplish.
Mayor John Rowe said part of what makes the city of Portsmouth so valuable is the water. So now it's figuring out how the city can use that even more to its advantage. As Mayor John Rowe kicked off his State of the City address,
all roads lead to Portsmouth.
Economic development was clearly the city's focus and priority.
So our challenge is to find what is the next best use for an area of the city that's underutilized.
The target is the waterfront, which is populated with government buildings.
You can't put a residential building where you've got an old jail. You can't put a residential building where you got City Hall. So the idea is to move off the waterfront and turn that property over to the private sector for development.
The city manager has been authorized to spend up to $500,000 to start that process. The end goal, to get more people and businesses downtown.
You might have a negative assumption about Portsmouth. Well, park that assumption. Look at the facts. The facts are really amazing.
As for those pesky tolls that made headlines last year, Mayor Rowe said there's still a problem.
They're having a negative impact on the whole region. I mean, that's an issue that the state needs to grab.
In Portsmouth, Jacqueline Lee, 13 News Now.